Mic check, mic check. All right, good. All right, we're gonna do this shit one more again. We're gonna do this shit one more again. All right, we're gonna try it one more time. All right. All right, we're live now. We should be good. Sorry about the delay. You guys want the phone number to call in. 323 323. What's the number? I'm getting a phone number for you guys to call in. But yeah, man, I genuinely appreciate you guys. Yeah, we back live. Thanks, Trey. I appreciate you. Thank you for the donation as well, man. I genuinely appreciate y'all. Appreciate you as well. 283 283 9303. That's the number to call in. So you guys will have it. Let me copy and paste that shit. All right, man. So let's talk about Dillian Whyte and Deontay Wilder, man. Feel free to call in at your leisure. I can get one phone call at a time. Tomorrow, because today was a holiday, I'm gonna have the thing where people I'm gonna have a queue of numbers, so you guys can be able to call me, and you guys can be on hold. So that'll be good. I'm just reading messages for you guys. Yeah, the comment option taken away. I couldn't even reply when you asked. Okay, cool. All right, we good. So, you know what I think? I think Dillian Whyte and Eddie Hearn are getting desperate, and what makes me believe that they're getting desperate is because confidence turns into begging. You know, you ever been in a relationship or you've seen someone in a relationship where they act tough and they're big, bad, and they're bold in the beginning? I don't need that bitch. I don't need her. She's a piece of shit. I'm gonna go hang out with my boys, right? And then as time progresses, you start realizing the pressure of the moment and the actuality that you're probably gonna lose your woman. And at the end of the day, I think Dillian Whyte and Eddie Hearn are realizing that they're losing Eddie Hearn, and the reason why Eddie Hearn has to lean on Dillian Whyte now is because Anthony Joshua will be in the fight of his life this winter, this fall, and he obviously had Dillian Whyte as a backup plan, but now he actually has to lean on Dillian Whyte to come through for him. So that's kind of what I believe about it, and also to that, to double back, Deontay Wilder has a plan for himself the next 2 fights, which will probably be a year from now. So he'll have Luis Ortiz September, October, maybe November, and then he'll come back and fight Tyson Fury. You know, but I would, in my humble opinion, I would want to bypass Tyson Fury. I definitely would want to go get Andy Ruiz, and that way you'll be 100% the unification champ. You'll be the unified champion of the world, and we'll go from there. So we back live. All right, appreciate you, man. DBid03, Antonio Holmes, what's up? DOG215, what's up? Old Man Truth, I would like to serve as LWC rent soldier. Hello, fight off the haters. I know they be in here like a motherfucker, right? Salute LDBC kin folks. Can a brother get a wrench? Yeah, I'll get you a wrench at some point. Salute Fred, glad to see you. Yeah, this about to be man, as I said in the past live stream that just failed. What I realized working on the Houston event and the amount of feedback I was getting every day I was probably getting anywhere between 25 to 50 DMs or emails as it relates to the Houston event, right? And I realized that this interaction, us having to be connected, is a necessity. So I told myself that I'm gonna extend myself, because I was rather comfortable just listening to live streams for like 2 years, 3 years, right? And people would always ask me, "Will I go live?" I'm like, "Shit, y'all niggas got enough entertainment, damn." And it's a full slate. But after I get done with the kids around 9:30, you know what I mean? It's I'm wide open, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna use this time wisely so we can have some late night streams and just hang out and talk whatever you guys motherfuckers want to talk about, man. We ain't gotta talk about boxing, we can talk about other shit too. We back. Antonio Holmes, retro, yeah. Josh, I got you. D Bevel the champ, what's up, man? We gonna make your sister a celebrity. What's up, man? I see you popping them fireworks. I was watching you on Instagram about a couple hours ago. Antonio Holmes, what did it do? Queen B, how you feel, Queen? And Cashel Alexander. Yo, barbershop conversation. Well, somebody call in. The number is right there. Somebody call in and say what's up. We gotta, because I gotta get better at this shit. So this is like our Fred did. Trick Nolte. Yeah, I shout you out, nigga. Yeah, nigga. I did you out like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 videos ago. I'm gonna shout you out again. What up, Trick Nolte? Queen B, you in Central California. What it do? You up there in Andy Ruiz country. I respect that. Yeah, I got a champion on y'all hands. What's up, Reggie Owens, man? I appreciate you. Who calling in? What it do? 509. 509. What's up?
Hello?
Hey, 509. What's up?
It's 503, man. Rose City, Portland, Oregon.
They say 509.
Oh, shoot. Never mind. I'm just my wife's phone. I'm tripping.
I'm like, I passed kindergarten, dog.
Yo, yeah, it's late. Respect to you, though, man. Like, I just want to shout you out, man, for Black unity, man, for spitting the knowledge on the real estate business that, you know what I'm saying, we're trying to get on as well. And just everything, you can stand on these dudes' heads, man. Like, mad respect for what you're doing.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Tell me your name, King.
Joshua.
Appreciate
Joshua,
you, man. I appreciate you. And it can't stop, won't stop. And the same thing that I'm doing on this platform, the same thing we got to do in real life. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? So
most definitely.
I just have a YouTube channel that y'all motherfuckers subscribe to. You know what I mean? But real spill, man. We gotta reach out and touch one another, man, and be, even if it's just an ounce of inspiration. You know what I mean? Some people may not need as much,
absolutely.
but
absolutely. I find, honestly, like, we all here because we love boxing, but to be real with you, like, I find even greater value in just the life lesson, man, because I think that's what's going, even after this boxing stuff, after the big fight we see, that's what's going to inspire us to better ourselves and, you know what I'm saying, as a people. And that's priceless, bro. So, a lot of people get the knowledge, but don't feel it's necessary to uplift the others that, you know what I'm saying, that ain't got it yet. So, mad respect for that.
I appreciate you, King, man. I appreciate you calling in too.
And one last thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw you ask Spence, you know what I'm saying, when you gonna get to spar him. You gonna need that, because as soon as you run into Terence, bro, you're gonna have some issues, bro.
hey,
he ain't gonna be about it, man. You see on that nigga head. I know it ain't personal, but yeah,
I already know Terence don't like me, dog. Terence don't like me at all, man. But you know that. But you know the most beautiful thing about it is that or what's becoming of it. Bomac said on the Boxing Voice that his contract is up, and I know he intentionally said that because he knew me or a person of a similar voice like me would say something about it. And he also said in that interview about Tyson Fury getting all the accolades. He said, "You see it, I see it, the world see it, and it's just gonna make good for negotiation." So I've been on this horse for a year, and Terence Crawford is the guy that gets the clicks, right? When in actuality, I'm talking about every fighter. You just replace your name with Terence Crawford. So I know Terence Crawford is not really a sacrificial lamb, but I know it's a name that's going to get y'all attention.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's crazy because I know one of the narratives too is that people don't like, or that they think Terence Crawford don't like the LDBC, and there might be some truth to that. But if that is the case, I don't get it, because it's like we rooting for him too. You know what I mean? Like we want to see the Spence fight. We want to see him in the big for everything too. You know, so I don't understand that. But hopefully we find some clarity one day. But
I've never not rooted for Terence Crawford. I will root against him when he fights Earl Spence, but outside of that, I've never not rooted for him. I mean, I'm gonna pick Earl Spence. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think Earl Spence is the better fighter. He got more thunder on his punches. And but I've never not rooted against him. I've actually made money on Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? Like the past, I always parlay him because the odds be so big. So I always got to parlay him with like a baseball game or a basketball game or something. But I've always won money on him. You know what I mean? So it's his odds are just always ridiculous. You know what I mean? So I think Terence.
Speaking of, I'm so mad I didn't bet on it. I thought you was trolling when you were saying.
Well, I wouldn't put my great record on the line for trolling, nigga. If that was the case, I would have put. I would have said the same thing about Beggin.
Man, okay. Now you right. Yeah, there's something about it. I'm like, man, is he trolling? I'm just trying to get the UK dudes mad.
No, I was trying to get them mad. I was.
That money.
You're right. I was trying to piss them off, but I had that fight. Yeah. I honestly had that fight as Ruiz the favorite. But I mean, believe it or not, I told everyone that told me, I said Andy Ruiz is gonna beat his ass. Because I was with Andy Ruiz up close and personal for his fight on April 20th. Those 3 days leading into the fight, the media workout, the press conference, and when I saw him, I was like, he's a middleweight fighting at heavyweight, And I thought that because of the Takam fight and also the Beggin fight, I knew that he was going to have some difficulty if he didn't get Andy Ruiz attention the first 2 or 3 rounds. He was going to have some difficulty. Even if he wasn't landing flush punches, he would blind Anthony Joshua because he knew he couldn't throw one punch at a time. He knew he had to throw 4 punches at a time, And I thought that would be the death of him, and which happened to be true, man. I called it that Monday, that week of the Monday. I don't know why y'all thought I would never do that. I would never put my life on the line.
It's my fault, man. I think, like they say, never judge a book by its cover. Just looking at Andy Joshua, the brother just looked too solid. I'm like, yo, man, ain't no way. Especially a month ago. But I should have listened, man. I could have won some late. So how am I gonna win money with the Thurman and Pacquiao? What I got to do?
I haven't really. I'm not done with that fight. I'm still trying to figure out how Thurman is going to handle Manny Pacquiao's footwork because he's left-handed. So I'm still trying to figure that out. I'm still trying to figure it out. Give me like 5 to 7 more days because I'm not going to a fight this week. I'll be in LA all week, so we'll be able to we'll be able to get that down next week. So
I know we're gonna learn more as time goes on. I want to say Keith is probably gonna get him, but I'm hoping Pacquiao do, man, because I feel like we're gonna get that undisputed if he does. With Spence, but we'll see. I
don't know what either of them two gonna do, but I want to see. Honestly, I want to see if Keith Thurman wins. I want to see how he responds because the only people want to know is, will you fight the winner of Sean Porter, Earl Spence? That's all. That's all we want.
Exactly.
And he should say yes because Sean still fought him, right? So his natural answer should be yes. Because I think
it's gonna be something vague. It's gonna be like if they put him on the spot, which they will. If he wins, I think he's gonna say something like, "Well, I want the big fights. I'm still number one." Like I don't think he's gonna blatantly be like, "I want Spence if he wins."
Yeah, I'm the super champ or some shit like that, right?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I want Spence to be there, but I know he's got his own camp and everything.
He'll be there. But, he'll move his camp for that day. For those 2 days, he'll probably train at the Mayweather gym or something, and Derek James will be out there. He has to because if Sean Porter and them are pay-per-view, they got to pull from that audience. You know what I mean?
But he can't just step in the ring, can he? Like Keith can be like, "Oh, we don't want that."
Well, I don't think they can because that would be disrespectful to Sean. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
And they still got to promote that pay-per-view as if Sean has a chance to win. You understand? Which he does. You know. Yeah, he does.
But you're not betting against that.
Right now, I have it a 70-30 fight. I have that fight 70-30 in favor of Spence. Yeah. I just see Sean. See, I don't know how Sean is going to respond to this. I'm real interested because I know how Sean prepares. Like I've been in camp with them, and so I know how Sean is never not prepared.
He's a beast.
I mean, his workout regimen is insane. That's the one credit I will give Team Porter's that he will be in shape. You know.
Oh yeah.
There's some technical stuff that I've seen in Sean, especially me not being in his camp. I was able to extract myself from it and watch it from a clear view, from an open lens perspective. And he has some flaws. You know, like his right hand is a little floaty. It lacks power. It's not accurate. You know, and I don't think that his left hand can keep Errol Spence at bay. You understand? Because it's on Errol Spence's jab hand. So and I think because Errol Spence is taller, he'll be able to eliminate some of the jabs that Sean Porter throws just on the physics, just on a size difference.
I think he's going to control the distance real well.
He'll be able to, exactly. I genuinely think he'll be able to control the distance very well. And I said in many videos, Errol Spence has the best, in my humble opinion, has the best right foot in boxing for a left-handed fighter.
Yeah.
You know, and so that leads to what you were just saying about him being able to control the distance. So and
Sean Porter's at his best when he's trying to smother you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think that's going to work. I don't think he's going to want that inside fight with Spence either.
Mm-hmm.
But even if he had to resort to that, Spence showed us he can control distance like he did with Mikey. But it's going to be crazy if no matter what happens, if he wins, like you said, in any kind of way, split decision, especially if he wins convincingly. Ain't nothing you can really say about Spence, man. He's got a lot of haters now, but you're going to have to give him his due and his respect at that point.
Spence is a high-grade kid, man. Like, genuinely high-grade, high character. No bullshit. He'll correct me when I'm wrong. Like, I love when fighters correct me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I love when we're able to have, this verbal and mental soiree. You know what I mean? Like, and he's always on top of his shit. And I love when I can get him isolated. You know what I mean? And try and delve into him and learn more. And you know what I mean? And but high grade, high character. I have a great story. I'm not sure if I'm at liberty to tell y'all, but it's something that will make you love his character even more. I'll let the person tell the story that he actually helped out. You know, I thought it was just.
That's what's up. And since I got you here, I want to ask, man, because all of us, we see you go in on these dudes and ask the questions that really everybody want to know.
Yeah.
But it just ain't right. I don't want to say it ain't right, but it's not becoming of most people to ask because they want to keep relationships and all that. You know, do your palms ever start itching? Like when you standing in front of Andre Ward, you know what I'm saying? Like really on his head about shit that he's really gonna have to. Come to terms with to explain or think real hard or real fast and stuff like that. Or like when you ask him Bob Arum about why he didn't allow Pacquiao to fight, Crawford at the time, things like that. Like, do you ever get nervous and be like, should I really ask this? Or do you just know when you go into it, I'm asking this no matter what?
I say this as sincerely as I can possibly say. I ask the questions that the father is thinking when he's holding his son, watching the same fight that I watched before I was a journalist. And I think I owe it to y'all. It's not a matter, even if I am nervous, I've never been nervous. I'm always excited I'm actually excited to ask the questions. You know what I mean? Like as it relates to Andre Ward, never nervous. I remember I drove 4 hours just to ask those questions. You understand? I drove from LA to Fresno just to ask those questions, So no, I was actually excited. I went up there just for that purpose because that subject meant that subject was so important, I thought, to the culture. Is maybe it's just me being selfish. I have no idea, but I genuinely thought that was important for us because Andre Ward was such a pillar for us, and we advocated the same way for Andre Ward that we are currently doing it, if not more, for Deontay Wilder. And I thought it was foolish of him to try and fragment the same fan base that's supporting Deontay Wilder. And
I felt like if I'm being objective, I feel like some of us maybe were guilty of jumping the gun a little bit when just my humble opinion, when he first made the comment about, he might not want to go through that. But I feel like when he got the backlash for it, that's what kind of ruined it for me, because he could have easily been like, "Yo, this is what I meant. I didn't mean like that. I know he's a warrior, this and that. They should fight again." But when he doubled down and he came with the whole I'm not pro-black, I'm half, all this stuff, and I was like, "All right, man,
dude,
you're doing too much,
dude. It's
like, too much,
dude." If that, I'm getting goosebumps now, like because if put him in my shoes, imagine if I'm standing in front of Eddie Hearn and I say, "Well, black people, we are not honest with each other. You're right." Well, y'all niggas would be like, "This nigga, like all these years I've been fucking with this nigga, and this nigga's like, nah, nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't happening, dog. Like, nah, nigga, it ain't happening. Nah." And I thought Andre, what we should have did, and what may happen in the future, maybe a year from now, a year and a half, I don't know. I have no desire to even talk to Andre Ward because I haven't even watched that interview again, and maybe at some point I will. But when I say Andre Ward was such high esteem, like in terms of character, exceedingly past Floyd Mayweather. You understand what I'm saying? I love the fact that he was always composed when motherfuckers are throwing darts at him, like Jim Lampley and Larry Merchant and even Roy Jones on some degree. You understand what I'm saying? And I love that about him. So when he had the opportunity to protect a similar vessel and the similar man that's going through the same thing he's going through, he actually didn't do it. I took great offense to that, man. And when he said that to that fan, I wasn't asking for your support. I said, "Are you kidding me?" I don't know if you saw that meme or saw that picture. The dude, Andre Ward, told the fan, "I wasn't asking for your support." And Andre Ward is feeling it a little bit. No, he's feeling it a little bit because you can tell his commentary on ESPN.
So it's almost like he was almost like saying, like, "I don't owe you nothing because I didn't ask you to support me in the first place."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Yes,
that's crazy, man.
I'm sure that's a picture somewhere online. And he and I gonna have a big powwow too. Yeah. He and I gonna have Timothy Bradley too. Timothy Bradley watches my shit. We gonna have a big powwow too. You know what I mean? And he's like all the top rank, right? But
since you can't report, since they say you can't report, or you said you can't report at a top rank event because of all that or whatever. When they fight each other, though, like for example,
I'll be good
you'll be there.
Because it'll be a PBC promoted event as the lead promoter, so I'll be solid in terms of credentials. So and especially,
I respect that you stand on your square, like you mentioned. But I'm nervous for you when you go back there, man, because there's gonna be some tough conversations. I already know.
Oh, it's gonna be tough, but I'm not going. Hey, listen. I'm not going alone. All right, just know that. Just know. I grew up in Harlem and also grew up in South Central. Like I'm being as real as I can be. I'm not. I'm probably a polished man now, but I'm not a foolish man. You understand? Exactly. So just know there will be open invitations outside. And I'm being real. Like I'm not. It's not going down like that. It's not going down like that. You know what I mean?
Protect yourself.
I have to. And I know it. You know, and they better be some hella wrestlers because I'm not standing up fighting them niggas at all. I'm just being right. I'll be a fool to square up with Timothy Bradley. Nigga, I'm stronger than you. We getting on this ground.
You can hit with one of them too. You can invest in 5 more properties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I might let him hit me. I might let him hit me. Dog.
Bring me, man. I can hit.
That's real. That's real. That's real, man. Yeah,
For real, man. Just in closing, man, real quick, I mad respect for what y'all did this past weekend, man. I was obviously just watching on YouTube, but that's real, man. I hope that the culture continues to grow. When I'm talking about the culture, I mean what you guys are doing with the LGBTC, and that it just gets bigger and bigger. We can always do events like this more into, you know what I'm saying? So
I appreciate it. More coming. One of these days, more coming. I look forward to meeting you as well. More coming. I guarantee you that, because can't stop, won't stop. We're gonna have patches on fighters. We're gonna, man, the things that Black Fight Fan and 78 are conjuring, and other LGBTC members and subscribers are just adding to the flames. And it takes finances. I mean, it's not something. And honestly, you don't want something for free anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to be bothering these guys. If it costs you $5,000, we want to pay the $5,000 and be our own entity. You understand what I'm saying? And
understandable, yeah.
So in the next year, y'all gonna be like, wow, we gonna be so proud of us. For real, we generally gonna be so proud of us. It's gonna be amazing.
I mean, y'all, you probably already on this wave, but y'all need to make merchandise, man. Like y'all need to be brand as well, cause man, y'all got something solid if y'all stick together with it.
Oh, we are. Yeah, no, yeah, we will. I appreciate you calling me in. And the good thing about it is, you don't go through your wife's phone. You don't even know her number, dog. You don't even call her.
Yo, why you call me out?
No, I'm saluting you, dog. I'm saluting you because you don't go through your wife's phone. Like you didn't even know know her number.
Please. No, I don't need to do that. I don't need it. She ain't going nowhere.
Are you staying with me, Blue? You can stay with me for sure. Yeah, man. So I appreciate you calling in, though, for sure.
All right, man. Be blessed, man.
All right, appreciate you, Josh. Appreciate you, King.
Peace.
All right, let's go through these chat comments real quick. How's the sound? The sound is good, right? Y'all heard all that. Oh, yeah, y'all obviously heard the call because Body Snatch. No, we ain't riding solo at all, nigga, at all. Like, I'm not afraid of these. Salute to you. Blue Boy, you going to be in LA next week? Why you getting here so early? Nah, Fred, we helped that dude get through that. Remember his return was on BET, played his white side. Yeah, when he fought. See, I didn't watch that fight live because I was at the Adrian Broner fight. He fought Brand that night. I need to rewatch that fight. Thank you. I'm going to rewatch it. I'm going to rewatch the comment. I'm going to watch it on YouTube. Hopefully that fight is on YouTube. Yeah, Timothy Bradley is sad. I mean, he goes above and beyond himself. It's awful. So, Bam, what up? Blue Boy, what you coming out here for so early? Tell everybody what you coming out here for so early. So what y'all want to talk about, man? I'm just excited as y'all are, man. I'm loving these live streams, dog. I'm so excited. Hey, Blue Boy, I totally understand what you're going through, man. Like, this shit is fun. I should send you a link. I don't know how. I don't know how to send you a link, bro. I will send you a link, but I don't know how. Let's try it. Let me see if I can send you a link. Yeah, so you're gonna link up with your cousin. Oh, yeah. I remember your cousin, your cousin that works downtown. For sure. And then you're just gonna head up to Vegas? Is that what you got? I'm driving up Wednesday, I believe. I'm driving up Wednesday. So if you rolling with me, we'll be good. I'm driving up Wednesday. We can figure that shit out later. So yeah, I was talking about Deontay Wilder and Dillian Whyte. Somebody call in. Y'all got the number? Somebody call in. 323. I gotta write this number down. Let me write this number down. 323 283 9303. That's the number to call in. Feel free to call in. Somebody call in because I'm practicing. I'm practicing the sound qualities and stuff like that too. So when you guys call in, I'm actually practicing. So yeah, please call in. That'll be dope. 3, 2. Damn, all these pens are dead. So yeah, I was making a reference point about Deontay Wilder and everyone being a fan of his, and the reason why I say that is because Eddie Hearn is running out of bullets. He's turned his back on Kell Brook. He hasn't even mentioned Kell Brook's name in like 6 months, right? Kell Brook came to New York on his own for the Terence Crawford fight. That nigga swam over here. That nigga got a jet scooter. You know what I mean? so yeah, he mentioned Kell Brook's name, man, and yeah, he did Kell Brook he did Kell Brook dirty. So Kell Brook is sitting over there in the UK like, fuck, man, Eddie, I thought you loved me, and actually he doesn't. So he's actually stuck. So I think Eddie Hearn is realizing he needs Dillian Whyte because he's the most suitable candidate to fight a Deontay Wilder now. And 2, he needs Deontay Wilder to age out. And he knows without a shadow of a doubt that the fight with Anthony Joshua against Deontay Wilder is not even a fight anymore. You know, how nervous do you think Anthony Joshua will be staring across at Deontay Wilder? We see, us Americans, we know. We got a phone call. 720. What it do? 720.
Hey, big homie, this is King Louis.
Hey, what's up, King Louis?
King Louis.
What's popping, King?
I was just testing your line like you asked us to do.
Say it again, please.
I was just testing your line like you was asking us to.
Oh yeah. We good. I'm testing the sound. I'm testing the sound now. So when you guys call in, I'm testing to see so I can play with these numbers and I can find the perfect blend. But you good? You had a good day with your family?
I'm good, big homie.
Yeah, I appreciate you. You ain't got no questions for me, dog?
I do got some questions for you, big homie. How the hell you call it damn fight? How you pick Andy, man?
How I check who?
How you pick Andy?
He was the better fighter, nigga. He was the better fighter. I mean, like it was...
I picked him for the odds. I picked him for the money.
No, I genuinely just thought that he was a better fighter. I thought I had him the favorite in that fight. The favorite. I had him the stone cold favorite. Like for real. Stone cold.
When I seen certain attributes, like I know like he can a shorter fighter, they can get on the inside and slip the tail, but do you pick him to beat him in the second fight?
Yeah, I believe so. Right now I do. Yeah. And I hope Vegas thinks he's the favorite too. For real. Yeah, I definitely have him the favorite for sure. For sure. Where you calling from? Where's 720 at? Where's 720 at?
I'm right here in Colorado.
Oh, you Colorado. Okay. The first state to get the lead. Yeah. Right.
Teach you a legalized weed too.
Yeah, Cali. Yeah, we selling it like a motherfucker. We growing it too. I got a few friends that are growers. So yeah, man.
Okay. And that's another question I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Like, what do you feel about the WBC? Like, do you feel like Deontay Wilder should have the franchise belt?
I like Deontay Wilder where he's at now. You know what I mean? Like, he finally hit a stride where he's in control. You know, I think the WBC gives you 18 months to fight a mandatory, if I'm not mistaken. And so I believe I like Deontay where he's at. You know, like I like him because him having mandatories keeps you on your toes. I mean, they're annoying. I know he said it's like gnats or like flies flying around him. I get that. But on the flip side, it keeps you as that alpha dog. Like You know, being a franchise champion, I don't want to fight this guy. I'll just do a catch weight. I'll just, you know what I mean? It because he can fight one mandatory and two fights he wants to fight, you know, in 18 months per se, you know. So I like the fact that hopefully if he gets franchised, I know we want it because Canelo got it. And
I don't want him to have it because I'm a casual fan, if you want to call me one.
Uh-huh.
I just like what made me come to boxing with Deontay Wilder because cats telling me he was a bomb, constantly knocking niggas out. And I'm like, well, who you say is the best dude? They were saying Anthony Joshua. We'll put him up there. And I've been around for the ride the whole time and seeing how Anthony Joshua ducked him. So it's like, I want him to stay the traditional way. I don't want him to go like credence. Build your own, bro, and what you have been doing. Don't jump off of it. Even if you might not ever get undisputed. And it ain't because you can't make it, it's because they won't give it to you.
Yeah.
We riding with you, bro. Don't go with that fake ass, bro.
I agree.
Fight 12 bombs a year. I don't care none about it. Fight 12 bombs a year.
No, I'm with that. And from that perspective, I couldn't agree with you more. Like when they said a couple of weeks ago, when they said Tyson Fury is the heavyweight champion of the world, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like I was so confused. Like, you mean to tell me all this boxing shit has been fake all these years? He ain't got no belt. You know what I mean? So that kind of flabbergasted me a little bit. You know, and so I'm with you on that.
I've been hearing a lot of battles wanting Deontay Wilder to get it because, like, you know, Charlo said he want that belt. Why would you want that belt? It don't mean shit. And I don't know what the point of him saying it to give it credence. Because we were saying before, soon we heard it come out, and we don't got no mandatory. If a person fight for it and they beat him, they can become the silver champion. You know, they become a mandatory runner. So the person can't lose the champ. Why would you want it? They're like a fake ass super, in my opinion.
Yeah, man, you speaking the truth, and that's why it's important that we have these engagements, you know what I mean, in terms of these live conversations and you guys communicate with me because I'm your liaison, just like Blue Blood is your liaison, you know, to the fighters and giving him the message because I'll gladly tell Deontay Wilder, you know, that we don't want you to be a super champion. I like him fighting. I like him as that dog. I like him because if you're a super champion, you're just like, you're basically you're boxing on vacation. You know, like he said he want to move up to 175. He don't like making weight anymore. You know what I mean? Like I don't
Even trying to fight the man at 172 with a rehydration clause without it. Like that's all right. Blue made a video that was all propaganda. Like I said, we weren't trying to fight Danny Jacobs. He wasn't trying to fight. Man, trying to fight Triple G, bro.
Nah. He's gonna end up fighting Triple G. I have no doubt. It's too much money there. Like. Ain't no way in hell the zone will say, oh, you can go fight this guy. No, when we paid this nigga 15, I don't know how much they paying him, but y'all got to fight. You know what I mean? Like, no, you going.
We got to pay him for that, though. Like, for the whole thing, you know, listen, he dropped the WBC. And Blue said it best. You drop the WBC and you get the franchise champion. What in the hell make us think that you finna fight Boo Boo? Because if you were gonna fight Boo Boo next, why would you drop the WBC? Because we know unification trumps mandatory. We know this shit.
Yeah, you're right.
Clear duck.
Oh, so clear duck.
How many more gears? You gonna fight Hearn?
You gonna move him up? A non-proven move, and you gonna move him up 6 pounds. You know what I mean? So full division. So
I'm gonna fight him with a rehydration clause right there. So. What is that proving? What is Canelo Alvarez? You know what I'm saying? You know, this case is giving Charlo all that hell. Talking about what is his resume? His resume could be a lot better. I made a video about when Tony Harrison made that fucking pulled up out, talking about he was injured the same day. I'm like, bro, I feel for the Charlos, bro. This is the type of shit they go through, bro. And then they get criticized for circumstances. And then this circumstance, you can say this is a circumstance, but this is a clear dub. This man dropped his title. And he's trying to fight somebody else in the weight division below him to make him move up. And then he's trying to move up to another division and not even move up to it, fighting at 172 with a catch weight. What they do that at. So we know what you finna do. You offering Anthony Joshua offers that they did to Deontay Wilder. They not accepting it. For you to sit there and say, well, this is the only fight I had to make was a Triple G fight. That's the only thing I see.
Wow, you dead ass right. And you ain't no casual fan neither because you follow the tea leaves.
But if they call me a casual because, like I say, I tell you, I came in here for Deontay. Deontay Wilder was face of boxing because I wouldn't know who had Errol Spence, J Rock, Jaime Mugia, Inoue. I wouldn't know who none of these dudes were if it wasn't for Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
Point blank. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
No, you dead ass right. Deontay Wilder, he's the only one that gets 1 million views on Showtime. You know, Sean Porter, Earl Spence would get 1 million views on Showtime, but I don't think that fight's gonna be on Showtime. It's gonna be on Fox. So,
and you said Sean Porter and who?
Sean Porter, Earl Spence could do 1 million views on Showtime.
It could, but it's gonna be pay-per-view.
It's gonna be pay-per-view, and I don't like that fight as a pay-per-view fight. I like that as a lead-in to a pay-per-view fight. You understand? Like that fight should be the week before Deontay Wilder.
It should be a month after Deontay Wilder because I feel like.
No, I'm saying if it wasn't on pay-per-view. If it wasn't on pay-per-view, that's a perfect fight to have a lead-in to a pay-per-view because you're like, oh my God, we get the heavyweights next week. Like you're clamoring for it, like you're thirsting for it. You know what I mean?
Sean looking at unification. He ain't not even Sean. Earl looking at you. He's not trying to get that type of fight for free.
Yeah.
He just fought Mikey for free, even though it was a good fight to build you up.
Makes sense.
That's a unification. This really means way more than, you know what I'm saying, Mikey. So even though we can get that, I feel like it can be pay-per-view. Yeah. Just don't do it in the same month as Deontay Wilder, bro. Because I'll pay for it. If it's other than that, I'm not a dude to say that I'm going to scream because I hate. No, I'm not going to pay $150 a month. I would pay $200 for cable.
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder, like I said, the reason I came is I started fucking with you because of it. Don't do a pay-per-view the same month he do one. That's going to be a mistake for him because he can do better numbers the next month.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. No, you dead ass right. And I'm hoping Earl Spence, Sean Porter is not pay-per-view. I believe that it is.
It is.
I know.
It is.
I know. But they need to start promoting it. You know, they need to start promoting it. But they got to wait for what Mikey got to decide on what date he want to fight. He's in camp right now, but he hasn't announced the fight yet. But they got to put all these fights in order. You know what I mean? Man, PBC had a big late August, September card. I mean, but from the Mikey Garcia coming back to Earl Spence to Deontay Wilder, I was hoping that they'll be able to get these fights all in, but because they haven't announced them, so it's July already. So I don't know what they're gonna do. You know, so.
Listen, big homie. I said the same thing about like I was saying, like the day before I made a live stream. I said the day before on my live stream, I said Errol ain't trying to make this fight, and I say it's not saying a slap to the fans, but it's like I was just explaining to you. This is a fight that he feel like it cannot be free. Fuck if it can't be free. So I say that's the reason why. And then the next day he was like, well, we still haven't got a date for it yet. So, like I said, I'll be okay if it's October, November. I'll pay for it because what fights do we have after September?
You're right. Nothing. It's dead.
I would pay for that. That'll be about a December because like they talking about J Rock and Hearn is getting moved to the beginning of next year. First they were talking about the end of this year. Now they talking about the beginning of next year. So Earl can end the year with that because it look like Bud ain't gonna get no good fight or no fight at the end of the year. It look like he ain't gonna get a fight.
Like who can he fight? Like it's no one out there for Bud to fight.
He can fight on Book, but they ain't trying to give him, Earl on that fuck shit.
They ain't giving him no money. That's
the only person he can fight because you got Mikey fighting Dan. Like that fight the best is like only people out there feeling the fight is Kill Brook And then he got serious. I said, don't make anybody he gonna get no credit for. He ain't gonna get credit for, but that's the best shit he can fight.
Terence Crawford got to be more vocal. Terence Crawford got to be more vocal towards Top Rank. He gonna have to come out of his shell.
I said the same shit you said, big homie. That fight, look, we ain't gonna get that fight till you said 2020. It ain't gonna be to the beginning of 2021 because his last fight gonna be like probably around the middle of it. And you know, he might try to.
And because if I'm a businessman, see, if I had known this, I would have said 2021 too. But if I'm Al Heyman or if I'm the people that make decisions at PBC, I don't fight him till his contract's up. Because you make a bid on him. You make a bid. 2021. You make a bid on him.
2021.
Yeah, because Bomac said that his contract will be up next year. So I waited out.
Listen, I think Bud got 3 more fights. Bud got 3 more fights on that fight deal. You know what I'm saying? I got like a little, look, I ain't saying I'm an insider, but I know that the lawsuit that just happened. I'm pretty sure you got the same information. The lawsuit that just happened between him and Bud's previous promoter when he sold his contract. I think it was TKO.
He gets 8%.
TKO.
He gets 8%.
And it showed a lot of his inner workings and then his how they was gonna be able to get that percentage. And when he started getting it, you know what I'm saying? And it was a certain fight, and then they showed that his first fight, like with the extension, was around Hearn. Around that time, so you count 6 fights. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the end of 2021. If he get a fight at the end of this year, you know what Bob Arum is known for. He won't get a fight this year. He might fight 2 next year, and then when he's coming from the fight, his last fight, he try to drag him out and make him fight or make a final extension.
Now you dead ass right. You hit the nail. You hitting the man. You batting 1,000. You definitely batting 1,000. Terence Crawford got to be more vocal. When he becomes more vocal and start communicating with the people that support him, he's gonna be he's gonna feel a lot more free. Until then, he's gonna feel clambered up, per se. Because I like him. I've never rooted against him. Like I don't know how to.
If a person tells him about like his situation, a person might say that you hating on him. I love Bud to death, man. I just like before I just put real pressure on him, like sometimes I be saying things I don't even like, but niggas be surprised with Bob Arum all his contract for. You'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Like it's millions of this $1 million. They bought this man for $6,500. And the percentage of his championship fights was going to they bought him for $6,500. A championship fighter. But what they were going to get their profit, and they end up owing them in the courts, and coming out of Bud's contract, not from Bob Arum. They fucking Bud, bro. They fucking him.
Oh yeah.
And like you said, he got to be more vocal, but he got to talk to us.
Yeah.
We can help him, but
he won't do it.
He think we hate him.
Yeah, he think we hate him. Sad. He'll come around. He has to. He ain't gonna have a choice. He ain't gonna have a choice because when he realized Bob Arum is a piece of shit, which he already knows, because Bomac is letting the cat out the bag a little bit. You see it, I see it, the world see it, so they know what's going on. Shakur Stevenson said in my interview, I see what's going on, but I can't comment on it. So at the end of the day, man, they're gonna have to make decisions.
How do you feel about Andre Ward? Only nigga, like, even though we know he on the cool shit, he the only nigga over there top rank holding up for Bud to a sense right now. Yeah, I look at Andre like he turning around. Like he understanding. He understanding.
Nah, you're right.
Like when I see that Larry's on Barquez and TLC Lopez, they were talking about Tyson Fury to make Bud Crawford. He's the Bud Crawford in the heavyweight division. And Teal went all the way out to say, I'm glad to see a boxer that is just not this own power, but they can box just like me. He tried to put himself in a boxer round. Okay. And I've seen all the coonery. And then you see Tim Bradley.
Oh shit.
Only I didn't say something stupid with Andre Ward. I think he's seen it. I really do.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. I saw it in the last fight how Andre Ward was trying to come back. You know what I mean? He's trying to come back to the middle per se, or go back on the side where he is. But in order to do that, he has to have confrontation because Timothy Bradley is so far gone. You know, and he definitely don't want to have that confrontation with anyone. Andre Ward is not a confrontational guy. He's a deflection, and he's a master of the English language. You know, so he's able to convince people what they're feeling, what they're saying. You know what I mean? Like, he's kind of good at that. He's great at deflecting.
But like when I'm saying that's what I see, I'm not even listening to words. Like, this is what I'm paying attention to. Like, you know, they showed in between the rounds. It was the Tyson Fury, like, it was before Tyson Fury fought. When you look at that card, they were showing Tyson Fury getting his arms wrapped in the background. Then they were getting on all types of promotion they never gonna get to it.
Yeah.
But I'm up here looking at them do that, and I'm looking at in between the rounds. You got Tim Bradley, as soon as you see the camera on him, he got the cone smile. You know what I'm saying? And you see all this fake shit that's written out on the desk. Ain't nobody in between rounds looking like they're supposed to be scoring the fight. These niggas telling you about the fight. This is something I noticed. Ain't nobody looking at their nose. Ain't nobody looking at the table. Ain't nobody writing nothing in between the rounds. Everybody just making a show for the camera. And you see Andrew Ward over there like, man, I'm getting tired of this shit. I'm not giving no. You can see a nigga like they told him to do some shit. He didn't know it was gonna be this much.
Yeah, exactly.
You can see it starting.
Exactly.
You can see it start building on his face like, man.
Exactly. No, you dead ass right. You dead ass right.
So how you feeling getting past this shit? Do you think you can get past this shit? Cause like one thing about Andre, I don't hate him. Like, everybody got the right to their own opinion. But we know what you saying ain't real, folks.
Yeah.
It ain't because it's our opinion. It's because we know, like when you try to make the point how we stood with them, and how you try to sit here, like, that's what they tell them to say. We understand that, but what the point of you saying this for? What the point of you saying, well, my daddy white, I'm a man. I don't, like, we understand all this shit.
Yep, man. God damn, dog. Like, man, when he said my daddy's white, my whole shit got deflated. I ain't even want to be there anymore. I didn't want to be there anymore. I was like, I'm done.
Nigga try to make you seem like a homo. Cause you said I cried. That's real shit, but they just showing the nigga they got. I ain't gonna say I'm a cry, but I know I had that same type of feeling.
Yeah, I didn't cry, but I had the same feeling you had or a similar feeling you had is a similar. I was like, Andre Ward's retiring? What? We need him in this game.
Like Michael Jordan retired. Like, man, it hurts.
Damn.
Like, man, ain't got nothing to look forward to.
Yeah, I wasn't crying, nigga. I mean, I was trying to humanize him when I said crying. You understand what I'm saying? I was trying to make him understand that I'm coming from a perspective like I'm not trying to harm you, but I need you to understand that the pain you have inflicted on us. And he didn't want to go there, so I'm totally with
it. I think he understood it, but you gotta understand. You know, it's gonna be somebody gonna tell him. Like, it's gonna be counterproductive if he tell you what he want to tell you. Then motherfucker that's behind him is paying his check and making go. If you know what that's all about, like what's unsaid don't need to be said. But when I look at him, he gotta stand up like you said. He just can't. He can't continue. And I think he like what you said to him, bro. That's on everything I love, bro. On everything I love. What you said to him, that was making him say Bud is over Loma. Because other than that, he'd be saying the same shit the rest of them niggas be saying. But what you said to him, bro, that shit resonate just because he know like these niggas don't give a fuck about me, bro.
They don't.
He can make his state, and I feel like he's a bigger man, and he's just a dude stuck in between the hard spot, a rock in a hard place.
I'm gonna help him say it though. I'm gonna talk for him. I'm gonna help him say it. I'm gonna help him say it. The next top ranked fight, I don't know when it is, but I'm gonna help Andre Ward. I'm gonna help him come out of his shell because he needs to tell Terence Crawford, nigga, what are you doing, dog? Timothy Bradley ain't gonna tell him that's Bob Arum's adopted son. You know what I mean? Like, he changed his life. You know what I mean? He got 3 Manny Pacquiao's fight. He happy. You know what I mean? And he happy as hell, nigga. He got 3 pay-per-view fights. You know, so he's living his best life in San Diego. So he good. So yeah, I appreciate you calling in though, for sure. Thank you for calling in.
Man, I appreciate the time that you gave me, big homie.
Nah, I appreciate you, King. Call in anytime. For sure. Yeah. I know.
It's like, girl, I'm trying to take me roll me up a little blunt, continue to listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm up there just chilling.
Yeah.
So, y'all boys be like this, and like I said, I appreciate the time. It was real good talking to you. Like I said, I agree with everything you said about Andre Ward. I'm just giving you a different, like what I'm saying.
I feel you.
I'm seeing it on my own opinion. So like I said, he was a clone to a sense when he said all that whole ass shit. And he because he disagreed with what we felt. We know where you came from, and for you to sit there and say you didn't recognize, that's what we recognize.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing you not wanting to be there, bro, and you got to be there, Andre.
Yep, facts.
Just come back, bro.
Facts.
Come back.
Facts. Super facts.
And I appreciate you, Fred. And I'm finna get back to this chat, man. And anybody want to jump on here, jump on.
Appreciate you, King. Thank you, King. Appreciate the support. Let's get through these super chats. I'm about to say some super chats. Bamboo Tweed, you need to get some wrenches, bro. They coming. They coming. They coming. They coming. Let me take this call real quick. 516, what's up?
Yeah, what's shaking, King?
Hey, what up, bro? Hey, let me do this super chat real quick, nigga. Let me do this super chat, nigga. All right. Barbershop conversation of the LDBC Nation. Here's a little welcome to the live world, Fred. Bet that up, man. I say that name. Who tube is this, right? Whose tube is this, right? Whose tube is this? Mine. Yeah, mine. Oh, whose tube is this? Mine. Because I hear Black Fight fans say it all the time. I got one more super chat. Let me get this shit. I got it. Justin Quinn, what it do? What's your prediction on the Pac Thurman? And it also seems as if the world hates Thurman and he doesn't get any love from the black community due to Spence situation. He don't get any love. He's not getting any love, but I'll have that prediction after next Friday. What up, Blue Blood? What's up, King? How you feel, man?
Hey, man, I said I got it. You know, I had to, touch base with you. It's 4:00 in the morning here, but
yeah. What's up, man?
You know the grind don't stop, man.
Grind don't stop. Except when we at Denny's, right?
Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Oh,
man. Yeah, I'm glad to see you on, though, King.
Yeah, thank you, King. I appreciate it. I'm about to make this a hat. I like this shit, dog. I like it.
Yeah.
And I get phone calls, too. I'm good. Man. You got to do call-ins, too, dog.
Yeah, I got stuff, man. I'm in YouTube jail, though. I don't get out until...
Oh, yeah,
I don't get out to August 28th,
That's
man.
real.
You know what I mean? All right, King. But, yeah, I just want to call to show you love, man. You know what it is.
I'll
be out there next week, man.
Oh, what day?
Details behind the scenes.
Okay, cool. Okay.
I'll probably Monday or Tuesday.
Okay, cool. Damn, you traveling, nigga. You living your best life.
Yeah, for sure, man. You know what I mean? On the grind. We on the grind, man. The grind don't stop.
Well, let's go hit these gyms up.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I got a lot of connects. You're inspiring me to go. You know what I mean? Because I don't be going.
Yeah.
Oh, because Manny Pacquiao's is July 10th. You know that, right? The media day.
Yeah.
Okay, you got that.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
That's So you're perfect. So you good. Yeah. So you super good. Yeah. And
oh yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, we'll go from there. So
yeah, let's make it happen.
For sure, man. I appreciate you calling. What question you got for me, dog? Ask me a question. Ask me a question, dog. Ask me a question.
Listen, you the boxing knowledge, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen, man. I want to tell people, man, they don't understand just how deep you could get with this boxing shit, man. You know what I mean? When we have the fights and you breaking down the fights, I know y'all see them, you know what I mean, and hear them talk, but it's different, you know what I mean, to see them break the fights down in person.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people see you training and stuff, and they see you on Instagram, and they see your stories, and they hear you talking about it, but I don't think that they truly grasp how deep your boxing knowledge goes. You know what I'm saying? And when we at the fights, I just want to tell y'all, man, when we at the fights, man,
This dude breaks down the littlest shit that I don't see. Like, I don't see it. I'll be like, what the fuck is he talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's little stuff that he breaks down that I don't see. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure most of you guys might not see it. No disrespect to y'all, but I don't see it. You know what I mean? And he Fred will predict the fight in the first round. I'm telling y'all, this is a fact. He just did this to me 3 times, and I'm like, nah.
I've never bet against you. And then you do it again. I've never bet against you.
And he do it again. Like, I'm like, yo, it's amazing, King. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't truly think that because of you do more interviews than actually breaking down the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that, you know, I get to see it firsthand because we there together and we watching the fight. And so I'm listening to you break down the fight. So I don't think that they truly grasp how deep you can get with this boxing joint, man. It's not just a hobby. When you see him on Instagram and you see him training, man, and he talking about boxing, man, it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not just a hobby, man. It's truly embedded in his brain. So I want y'all to understand and appreciate that, man. Like, it's dope. I enjoy doing it. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy being with you and listening to you break it down. You know what I mean? Like, you could easily be one of these commentators, but you too real. You know
I'm too loyal to the soil, man. I'm on this movement shit, man. I'll never work for them. They would have to contract me, hire me to do some shit. You know what I mean? But no, I turned down the
break down Keith Thurman. Break down Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, man.
Break down Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao.
I know you know. I know you know, man.
I'm almost there. I'm literally almost there. But I'll give you guys a tea leaves. Manny Pacquiao's punch output accuracy has been declining his last 5 fights. And with that being said, Keith Thurman is the master of distance. And I think Keith Thurman is going to have a great deal of success measuring distance. I'm still not understanding yet how he's going to respond to Manny Pacquiao's changing angles. You know, like I don't know if he fully understands how quick Manny Pacquiao is and explosive he is. And also on the flip side, I don't know how much Manny Pacquiao has left in the tank, because truth be told, if Adrian Broner throws 60 to 80 punches around, he wins that fight. You understand what I'm saying? And in my humble opinion, or it's a split decision draw, or Manny Pacquiao wins by a round, but it's definitely a more competitive fight, Adrian Broner versus Manny Pacquiao. I just think that right now, Keith Thurman is in a driver's seat because of his know-how to win and a genius at distance. So I think that's going to play a key part. But how is he going to measure the distance when the guy doesn't fight flat-footed? His feet is not orthodox, you know. And I know he's going to study he's going to study the Sean Porter fights. He's gonna look to Sean Porter for understanding of Manny Pacquiao, although he's an unorthodox fighter, a southpaw. I think that's not going to do it justice, because Manny Pacquiao can get in and out of close angles. But what I think he's going to have to teach himself to do is to lead Manny Pacquiao. And what I mean by lead is have him jump in on his timing. Have Manny Pacquiao believe he's jumping in on his timing, when in actuality, he's jumping in on Keith Thurman's timing. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah,
like he's leading Manny Pacquiao to slaughter. Manny Pacquiao's gonna be coming in and out. So what you do is you catch a couple. You know, you shell up, you catch a couple. You think Manny Pacquiao, he thinks he's gonna get off. The Filipinos are gonna go crazy. When actuality, then you catch him with a jab the first time. You know what I mean? Then you catch him with a 1-2. And then you catch him with a 1-2 and an uppercut, and you're like, holy shit, he's been setting me up this whole fucking time. And at that point in the fight, the 4th or the 6th round, Manny Pacquiao is going to realize my career is over at this level. And Keith Thurman has a great opportunity to get him out of there. He has a great opportunity to change Manny Pacquiao's professional career. I don't know if he has the discipline to do it or has the endurance to do it, because it's going to take some mental endurance on his part to withstand the pressures of Manny Pacquiao. Because if it's not his feet, it's going to be his combination punches. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. So we'll see. That's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I told y'all, man. I told y'all you go with this,
man. So we gonna see, man. We definitely gonna see, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I definitely.
I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow, okay?
Yeah, all the time. I appreciate it. You going to bed? Go to bed, nigga. It's 4:15.
Yeah, it's 4:15 over here, man. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
I've been up since
I know you been up.
Since almost 5 this morning.
I watched all your videos all day today. I just got done watching the Dillian. The last one was Dillian Whyte in the video you just did, right? I just watched that.
Yeah. And I got 2 I ain't even upload yet. Just dozing off, man.
Yeah, I got a couple I want to do too, but I was just so excited to do this live. I was like, I gotta do this live tonight. You know what I mean? So I'm definitely excited.
This is fire, man. It's fire, man. Especially you got the calling, so that's even better, man.
Hey, I was just thought about something. If you want to use my live to do your lives, if you want to,
well, I just jump on yours whenever you want, man.
Okay. No, but I'm saying,
just let me know where you are.
No, but I'm saying like in the morning, if you want to use my live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But don't forget, it's 3 hours difference still.
I ain't got to be up. I'll give you my code. I got to be up.
All right. Yeah. Let's work that out then.
Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow for sure. We'll talk in the morning.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
All right, peace.
All right. Peace.
Mm-hmm. What's everyone NFL teams up in here? I haven't watched the NFL in 2 years. But my team is the Giants. I don't even know how they do. I don't even know who's the starting quarterback. Last time I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck, and Eli Manning was about to get traded. So I don't know. I don't really have no team. If I run, don't Manning. If run time, don't put Manny within the first 3 rounds when Pat gets going to his body work, it's over for run time. That's what Clifton Bronson said. You think Manny Pacquiao is brave enough to go to the body? Let's talk about it. You think Manny Pacquiao is brave enough to go to the body? You got to ask yourself that, because he's going to have to endure something to go to the body. Keith Thurman, B Bunny, we got the best running back in the league. Oh, you talking about the Giants? Fred volunteered to be a moderator for your channel. I got to get to know you, Queen B. You might be on the other side. Yeah, I've never seen Pac attack the body neither. You know what I mean? I've never seen him throw a right hook to the body. He just overwhelms you. And I think that he may not be as overwhelming as people may lead him up to be. So we'll see. Don't be surprised if Keith is a little bit slow. He could be slow. See, I don't know what physical shape Keith Thurman is coming in. I'm obviously going to make my prediction before the fight. But when I see him Saturday night, and I think I may miss this fight too, because I have a wedding at 7:00 in Las Vegas. That's 30 minutes from the Strip. So I got to go to the wedding, and hopefully I make it back in time for the fight. See. If not, it's cool. I'll be there for the post-fight press conference. I'll do my best to get you guys the interview. So, but when I see him fight night, I'll know who Keith Thurman is, So I'll be around him as I get there Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I'll be there. So we'll be good. So don't be surprised if Keith's a little slow. The Eagles. Oh, you're an Eagles fan. I don't even know who's on their team. And what fight did Pacquiao go to the body? You got to tell me. What up, Duke? Appreciate you. Elmon's local. I genuinely think Thurman is going to pull off the perfectly timed counter like Marquez in the fight. He can. I'm a verified moderator on Instagram and for a few channels on YouTube. Okay. I'll get to know you for sure. Thanks, Queen B. And you from Central Cali. So I'm gonna I'm gonna work on giving you the benefit of the doubt. You from Andy Ruiz country, so I don't know about, Manny. We gonna see. We gonna see what Manny Pacquiao. Keith losing, huh? Very possible. It's very possible. I don't have a winner in that fight, but I genuinely think that if Keith Thurman can adapt to the speed of the fight or the tempo of, I wouldn't even call it speed, the tempo of the fight. I think that it'll be a good night for Keith Thurman. But if Manny Pacquiao can come in and out without getting countered, and we know Manny Pacquiao is gonna get countered at some point in this fight, it's just that's who Keith Thurman is. He's gonna counter you. Keith Thurman by decision. What's up, No? What up, No? You got the Essence Festival out there this weekend. Enjoy. Live your best life, man. Live your best life. What NBA team? I'm New York. Everything. I'm a Knicks fan. Diamond Lou, LDBC. What it do? What do you think about Bud fighting the winner? It ain't happening, Cornell. You know that. Why you ask that question? You know that. Good. Damn well. Bud ain't fighting nobody without Bud. Thurman is faster, longer, smarter, and stronger than Broner. He is, buddy. He definitely is. He definitely is. But it's no way Terence Crawford is getting any kind of fight. No way. It's just, and they got him. See, when you have your opponent dead red like they got Terence Crawford is going to pay for not signing with PBC. They're going to make him pay. They're going to make him have to sign with PBC at some point. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Queen B, you're a Suns and a Laker fan. That's interesting because that's Kobe Bryant's worst team that he hates the most is, I believe, the Phoenix Suns. I hope Manny Pacquiao gets knocked out and devastated. King Corleone should stop Pac. It's over for Crawford. It is. He's going to have to make a decision. Why Dillian Whyte won't? That's the biggest question, King. Why won't he fight and eliminate it? But he better focus on Rivas. Rivas is as confident as he can be, Unatan, EAS, what up? How you feel? Gump 88. Crawford too small for who? Crawford too small for Earl? Is that what you're saying? I haven't seen. Well, I did see Terence Crawford in person. I've interviewed him. At 140, I interviewed him much more. I've never really interviewed him at 147, so I don't know how big he is. So Earl gonna stop Sean Thurman and gonna duck Earl and gonna move up. Damn. Pacquiao only fights people he already believes he can beat or believes has some sort of advantage. KP from KC. Crawford gonna be dog. He is a dog. He's a kid in the second four that can't play outside. Why Canelo won't fight Charlo? Man, your guess is as good as mine, Dream Chaser CJ. As good as mine. Queen B, Fred, the Phoenix Suns are what Los Angeles Lakers used to be back in the day. Ain't no one what the Lakers used to be in the back in the day. You talking about the 80s? Is that what you talking about? Old man truth. On what round do you think Deontay Wilder knocks out? I'll be honest. I'm nervous about that fight. Nervous. When I say nervous, I mean super duper nervous. Like, not nervous in terms of Deontay Wilder losing, but nervous he's going to have to go through hell to win that fight. It's something to be said about a man who's fighting for his career. Luis Ortiz is fighting for his career, man. And because if he loses this fight, he's just another heavyweight. That means Deontay Wilder is going to hold on to that belt for another 3 or 4 years because there's no one right now that can beat him. I think he catches Tyson Fury at some point. So but I do have Deontay Wilder knocking him out round 8 right now. You know what I mean? That's what I got right now. Round 8. When Wilder KO, do you think he should fight? Hell yeah, Cornell. He should a little bit more dog. At what weight though? At what weight? At what weight? Harold, what it do, King? What it do? Big Dog Willie. More power. Jackson. What Jackson? Which one? Jackson or Pacquiao? What Jackson are you talking about? Wilder. Earlier, and I can explain. Earlier than that, I hope Earl and Crawford fight, but Earl already complained. Yeah, I can totally foresee Earl moving up within the next 18 months, as you would say. Definitely say that. Besides LWC, why do media don't speak Charlo's and Canelo's same sentence? They don't want the fight to happen. Dream Chaser, yeah, he still got that boxing pedigree, and he still has a left hand that right-handers have difficulty time picking up. Wilder 220 stops Fury within 7. Ooh, I hope so, man. Oh, Julian, come on, man, Julian Jackson. I thought you were saying Julian Jackson too, but I just want to confirm Julian. Oh, for sure, definitely way more power. Wilder in 4. What Ortiz game plan? If Wilder leaves that right hand out, he gonna tag him. You know, he gonna tag him with that left hand. You know, more power, Jackson. I definitely got Julian Jackson, Big Dog Willie for sure. I appreciate the super chat as well. Thank you for sure. Have Earl said it? No, the Earl hasn't said a location yet. Let's see. Have Earl set a location. Fred, do you still fuck with? I haven't watched his videos in a while, and I know I know that I don't think we agree on a lot of things now. I haven't really been watching his videos of late. You know what I mean? Had to keep you on your toes, Fred. Oh, keep me on my toes. I appreciate you. Keep me on my toes. Yeah, I hope Earl, man, if Earl fighting in LA, we're going to turn up. I'm going to have a bunch of events for y'all to attend to. I really want this Spence Crawford out the way. The talk is fatiguing, don't it? Isn't it annoying? It's kind of like that AJ shit. That shit got nauseating now. He disagrees with you, but always says how much. I appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate that. I have no ill will towards him. But I see his titles, and I'm like, I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like I was pre-approved for a house in Las Vegas. Should I put the payment towards the house or simply pay the closing costs? It's a little confusing. So I think that I think CJ needs to have for real. I think he needs to have a conversation with the people he don't like. I don't know how many people he like or don't like, but I think he needs to have that conversation. The other person, if those parties are willing to have that conversation. But like I read titles and I'm like, nah, I can't read that. I can't watch it. I can't watch it for real. I have no bad blood or no ill will towards him. I said he was talking to I said what's up to him about a couple of weeks ago. He was on the phone with somebody and he said what's up to me. And I said I have no ill will towards him, but I know we definitely disagree on everything. So for sure. And honestly, it's so much content that I can watch. And but maybe I'll get back to it. We'll see. Tell him I said hello though. Tell him I said and I'm always grateful to him that he held me down on an issue that we had. I genuinely appreciate that for sure. Tell him I said thank you. Justin Quinn, I was pre-approved for a house in Las Vegas. Should I put a payment towards the house? Are you renting right now? Are you renting, or or do you live in a house currently? Are you changing homes or you're renting in an apartment? Because you can always wait to give me more information. You got to pay the closing costs anyway. The closing costs, you got to pay the closing costs anyway. But let me get your name real quick because I want you to do this. Let me, Justin Quinn. I want you to take this program now. The Eagle program, Eagle Community Program, Justin Quinn. Go to that. They will pay your closing costs if you live in that redlining district, but I'm sure you do. So go. It's a nationwide program, Eagle Community Program. They will pay your closing costs. All right. And yeah, interest rates will be under 4%. And that's going to help you greatly. All right. So you can save your money on the closing costs. Okay. And you have a low interest rate. All right. That'll help you get. And then let me know if you're in the first time buyers program too. See, I need more information to that, and I can gladly help you navigate you through, Justin. All right. Let me, if you say something down. He cool. He just like Bud too much, and he still thinks Spence ducking Bud. Ain't no way. See, I don't put boxing before the culture. I just don't. I can't. I don't even know how. Even if I thought about doing it, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. So I understand Al Heyman and how they're moving, and it's not about boxing. At some point, it can't be about boxing. You know what I mean? He's good. Justin, didn't the realtor explain anything to you? Queen B snapping on you, Justin. Yeah, I watch you both. It's like Republicans and Democrats. I don't watch Fox News. I don't watch Fox News at all. At all. If I can bypass that channel, I would. Breaking news, Trick Nolte. Sources say Canelo will fight Jermell Charlo, but only with 3. If he dropped, he will be given a 20 count. The fight will be in Mexico, and Adelaide Bird will be all the judge. It will be the only judge. Fuck CJ, ain't they like him? CJ always holds you down. It was just some of the brothers from the LDBC talking bad. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know this. The LDBC are like my brothers, man. And I know that he chose not to be a part of the group. And I can't comment on that. I genuinely can't comment on why and how. I'm always the guy. I've always been the guy to the bridge. I've always wanted to bridge everyone. So sometimes you got to sit silent and let things take its course. You know, I can't betray my LDBC brothers. You know what I mean? We just put 200 people in the barbershop Saturday. You know what I mean? And we put our money in that. You know what I mean? So it's definitely no ill will, but you can't be on the fence in life, and I'm never on the fence in life. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know how to be on the fence. I'm either for you, so I have to stand beside the brothers that are physically, tangibly, financially loving me all the way through. You know what I mean? And so maybe down the line, time heals all wounds. You know, that's why people get remarried. That's why people get back together. You know what I mean? Time heals all wounds. So we'll see. You know, Justin Queen, they just ran my credit and told me that I will be able to get I will simply have to pay the closing costs, but I don't know if that's financially best thing to do. Yeah, no, you got to pay the closing costs, but go as you're watching this live stream, open up another window and type in Eagle Community Program. It's going to help you greatly. Salute, Fred, from your brother, Cake. What up, KQKC? I love you, King. Appreciate you, man. How do you like Thurman versus Pac, Fred? You got to go back, Harold. You got to go back. I just did a 10-minute monologue on that shit. You got to rewatch that shit. For real. I just did it at like the hour mark. I just did it. I wasn't snapping. At Justin. Isn't that the realest? It's a chat, Queen B. It's a chat. It gotta be some banter in here. Dream is Probably. I don't know. Maybe. Dream probably is CJ. And that's cool. That's cool if it is. I'm renting a house now, but it's not the house that I'm okay. Yeah, so yes, so if you're renting, you definitely should be looking to buy a house. Buying a house saved my life, man. It saved my life. It saved my life. Saved my life. Buying a house saved my life. I pulled money out of my house and bought an apartment building. Ownership is the key. Ownership is the key. Like I tell you guys, I've only got $1 million check in my life, and it was from property. It's not because I fucking am the smartest man in the world or I can move my hands. Nah, nigga, it's just understanding God ain't making no more land. So buy as much of it as you can. You know what I mean? And I do it with one rent check at a time. You know what I mean? I ain't no fucking rocket scientist. How many units was in the building? Man, I got so many at this point, man. So we're not gonna worry about that right now. I got many buildings. Hope everyone had a great. Yeah, we did. We here, Southside. Deucey, we here. We safe. We here. Fred, what's the website you mentioned? Eagle Community Program. Eagle Community. I think it's the Eagle Community Program. Fred, what do you think of the rumors of Mikey Garcia going? I gotta believe it when I see it, Fernando. I can tell by your name that's gonna piss you the fuck off. Yes, I need it in the right lane. Don't know who to trust right now. Every realtor wants me to sign the dotted line. Meanwhile, I'm giving $1,500. Yeah. So what you need to do, trust me on this. Start looking for a home. You only got to put down 10%. If you're a first-time buyer, you may pay lower, but you may have to pay a PMI tax. Okay, but if sounds like you're a first-time buyer. All right, and what state you in, Justin? Are you in LA? Tell me. Tell me what state you in. Who you pick? Charlo, Cornell. I got Charlo for sure. He'll catch him. Like your message, everyone. Thanks, KQKC. Appreciate you. When you making your pro debut? I want to do it sometime next year. I definitely want to do it next year. I'm by the end of the summer, I'm gonna be living at 160, at 160 pounds. I'm gonna try and stay there and be disciplined. Right now, I'm 167. And I'm going to do my best to stay at 160. And I'm going to see how I feel. Because I want to fight at 47. I think 54, those guys, I have too much power. You know what I mean? But I think I'm going to stay at 40. I'm going to get to 47. Because once I get to 60 and start living a little bit and get comfortable and know where I got to be, what I got to do, then I'm going to try and get down to 47. So we'll see if I can get it. You know what I mean? I'm 41. It's probably not in my best interest to fight. But I want to do it one time. I want to do a full Google PMI tax. Google PMI tax. Well, you got, if you Google it, the answer will be right there. Fred, I have so much respect for you and the way you move, talk. I appreciate you, KQKC. That's why we're here. That's why we're here, for sure. I don't believe. Hey, Fred, that shit was funny when you had Victor. That was funny, dog. That nigga was running from me, dog. That nigga was running from me heavy, dog. Hey, we got 62 people in here, 62 likes. I appreciate that. Even though you multiply it by like 5, because when I get off the chat, it's going to be like 500, 800 people that was in here. What up, Clifton Bronson? Yeah, man. So please, please, please get your property. It's 1:40 in the morning. Damn. I got to get up and run in the morning and go box. So yeah, man. So that's the short end of it, man. What other questions we got? Let's see. My brother Fred been going off in the car. I went off today, man. You know, this fucking 4th of July got me today, man. Yeah, the 4th of July got me, dog. I was in my fucking I hate America phase, you know what I mean? So shit, it got me. It got to me. So Fred, I'm only gonna do one fight, dog. Trick. I'm only doing one fight. I ain't turning no pro. Like, I'm 41 years old. My brain can't take that punishment. Hell no. Definitely. Definitely can't take that punishment. So yeah, when the hell can we see Tank fight? Tank needs to fight somebody, and I think he's gonna feel the pressure after this fight. He has to. He has to feel the pressure after this fight, man. Miss Boxing, what up, Queen? How you feel? How you feel? 25 sitting on 25 mil. Good morning, peace and blessings. About to get my run on now. I hope to see y'all at the next event. You about to go run? What state you in? What state you in, Miss Box? Before you go run, because no matter what state you in, it's early in the goddamn morning. It's 1:41 here. I should go. No, I see. The problem is I can't go run. I wanted. It's 3:40 where I am. See, I wanted to go run. Oh, is she in St. Louis? Okay, beautiful. She finna show me state. It's 3:41. So you're in, okay. So you're in St. Louis, and I applaud you getting up and go run. I follow you on Instagram. I can't go run because it's 4th of July. Be careful out there, because I wanted to run tonight, but more than fireworks going to air where I live. But we got another call. Let's check this. Haney Garcia. Oh, let's get to that. That's a good question. 404. What it do?
Yo, what's good, Fred? Damn, you be having these early ass lives, bro. God damn, bro. Like, I just wanted to give you a shout out, bro. I've been calling your ass all week during the day.
Oh, real?
But God, hell yeah, goddamn. Why you having a goddamn live so goddamn early, bro?
Oh, so late. I ain't went to bed yet, nigga.
Bro, it's 4 o'clock in the goddamn morning, man,
Yeah.
down here.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, man, I just wanted to give you a shout out, man.
Man, I appreciate you, King.
No, keep doing your thing. I'm 25. I've been watching you since I was 21. Like, when the first time I saw you was talking about, well, it was the Mayweather Pacquiao fight.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he was talking about, he was up in Freddie Rose Gym. He was talking about how skinny and pale and weak Manny Pacquiao looked. Like, it was just impossible for him to win the fight.
And I called it 8 rounds to 4, right?
Yeah, man. But, I just wanted to, just give you a shout out, man. Just wanted to tell you, keep doing your thing, bro.
I appreciate you, King. All
When you gonna start having more lives?
Every day. I'm gonna start doing it every day around after I put my kids to bed. I'm loving this shit. And because because planning that event for Houston inspired me and told me that we need to interact with one another. We need to reach out and touch one another, because, man, when I was planning that, so many people were reaching out to me. You know what I mean? People that has been quiet, who hadn't even commented in the comment section. They were reaching out to me on email and Instagram and what have you. So yeah.
That's what's up, man. But yeah, man, I just want to, give you a shout out. Just want to tell you, keep doing your thing. I was the 404 number that kept on calling you.
Okay, no
big deal. You was doing your live, but you was having problems like getting sound check and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember.
I could not hear your ass, bro. I keep on saying hello.
It's fixed now. It's fixed. It's definitely fixed now. Yeah. So they can hear you. You live in the full effect.
Yeah, it was so many things I wanted to ask you about. Like, the first one I wanted to ask you about was, remember that time you was trying to get that Oscar? For the racist email?
Yeah. I remember.
I was like, Fred, like, I just wish you didn't I wish you waited until the press conference so you can put his ass on the spot.
He wasn't there. I went to the press conference. He wasn't there. He got there Saturday, day of the fight. I went to the press conference. I went to the weigh-in. He wasn't there. He got there Saturday at so let's say the fight started at 8. He got there at 6:45. Yeah. Like for real. No lie.
Oh, okay.
Day of the fight. I was waiting on him the whole time. I was waiting on him, dog. The whole time. I gotta get this nigga. I flew out there for him.
Yeah, because because I didn't know, because like from like the outside, no one looking in, you know, I thought, oh, she could wait until like the press conference starts, so you know, you just put his ass right on the spot.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I haven't forgotten about it. I haven't forgotten about it.
Yeah. And another thing, like, I ain't gonna hold you up, but another thing I wanted to say was, yeah, I love Deontay Wilder, man. Like, I already got him out like my top 3 or top 2 favorite heavyweights of all time. Like, he's just a modern day. Like, it's like more than to him fighting outside the ring. I just feel like, you know, him as a heavyweight, and you know, a black man, and you know, he got a lot of charisma and all that kind of stuff. Like, just stuff that we just been waiting on, just for, you know, having the number 1 pound for pound. Like, he outspoken. He speaks for the people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, that's, yeah, man, I definitely admire him, though.
Yeah, he a real one, dog, for real. Now, Deontay's our king, man. He's our champion. You already know how I feel about him. Shit, I make no bones about it. I'm unequivocally all in on Wilder, man.
Yeah, and Andre Ward definitely did a 360 as far as how he changed. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you remember, I as a fan of you, like, to the point that I go back to when you had him as your YouTube picture. You remember that? You and him and Sergey Kovalev.
Yeah.
When you were supporting him and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a shame to seeing Timothy Bradley as like he on some bullshit, bro.
Big time bullshit. And I know Andre Ward sits there and be like, God damn, you way out of line. Like, I'm sometimes out of pocket. You 100% gone. You know what I mean? Like, it's just insane.
I know, because I remember, like, you know, when he was fighting and he was talking about how black people, like, in order for them to get attention, like, as far as, like, in the boxing community, like, they got to talk shit, and, like, he was like, I don't understand, like, why I got to be like that when you got Canelo, you got, like, all these international boxers, like, they pretty much ain't really got to do nothing, but they still get praised, they still got these fans,
yeah, you're right.
They still get passes, which is a goddamn shame. But when it comes to, like, black fighters, you know, we talk smack and stuff like that, like, we get judged and we get hated, and that's the only way we get attention, and that's the only way sometimes we get box office, and, like, and you know, he was basically talking about, like, how that's a shame, and, like, you know, why should it be like that as far as, like, when it comes to us.
Nah, but I mean, we got Errol Spence now. We got Gary Russ. He's not as popular, but the tide is going to turn because they have us now. You know what I mean?
No, I was saying, no. I was saying Andre Ward was saying that's a shame how our people have to be like that.
Oh,
you know,
he was
talking about sticking up for us.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he was talking that shit like we was talking to him like at the arena. He was saying, "Well, I speak out for both black and white." You know, like when he just said that 360, he just came out of nowhere and just said that shit and started acting different. Like out of nowhere when he started putting on that suit and tie and working for top rank and all that kind of stuff. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I never would expect a different Ward.
Yeah, but you definitely said the best, man. Like, you confronted him about it. Like, you know, I appreciate that, and I salute you for doing that.
Thank you, King. I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of, I ain't holding you up.
Oh, no, you good.
A lot of more fans than,
no,
okay,
ain't no one calling niggas 3 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning. Nigga, ain't no. Niggas don't even know I'm live. They gonna wake up in the morning like, damn, Fred went live.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I understand.
I'm gonna go out.
Yeah. I understand your timing and stuff like that. When you say you gotta put your kids to bed, you know, I understand that. Like, if I ever see you live, you know, I definitely hit you up or go through the super chat. But, you know, I just wanted to talk to you about, you know, stuff like that because, you know, you really touch on it.
Mm-hmm. I have to. That father and son that watch boxing and every Saturday night. That's who I represent. Or that mother and daughter, that mother and son. That's who I represent, man. I stand by it. You know what I mean? Like I remember as a little kid, the first fight when I really realized that there was racism in boxing, man, was Meldrick Taylor versus Chavez 1. And I watched that fight and I yelled at Richard Steele, why the fuck did you stop the fight? Remember when Lou Duva jumped in the ring? What the fuck are you doing? If I'm not mistaken, that shit stained my brain, dog. Like, and ever since then, I'm like, why ain't no one yelling at Richard Steele? And I remember Larry Merchant interviewing him, but I'm like, dog, like, what the hell is going on? Like, is this set up? Like, is this a
like the last
8 seconds, dog? 3 seconds.
Like the last, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he was with, excuse me, he was winning the majority of the fight.
Oh, he was killing him with the combination.
Not only that, like, the craziest thing that I seen, and it was early Oscar Red too, was that Hearn and Whitaker fight. I felt like he was whooping his ass like the whole round, and he was outboxing him, and then he ended up losing.
Who was that? Who'd you say?
Hearn and Whitaker versus Oscar De La Hoya.
Oh, I watched that shit. 1996, 97, 98, somewhere in there. Yeah, man, I watched that fight in my dorm. I was at Whittier College, dog, and we had a fight party. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. You were 2, I'm 41. Yeah, I remember that shit like it was yesterday, man. And I'm watching this fight. Oscar didn't even hit the nigga, dog. He didn't even hit the nigga.
I mean, the crazy thing about it was he was standing, you know, like Pernell Whitaker is a good defensive fighter. But the thing about like how like gifted he was when he was standing right in front of Oscar, and he had his hands down and everything. Like he didn't have no Philly shit, or like he didn't have his hands up. He had his hands down and standing right in front of him. He had that risky defense.
You're right. And Pernell Whitaker thinks about that fight off because remember he got robbed against Chavez too. So he's like, man, these Mexicans, man, it's bought. You know what I mean? Like he got robbed in Texas, you know, with Chavez. So it's like, man, he said he can't win for losing. You know what I mean? So he'll always.
I also want.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I also want to ask you. I like him as a fighter. I think he's a great fighter. But like, do you think Floyd, like, out of all the money he has, like, do you think he's a good promoter? Like, because I don't really see Tank out there like that.
I think
he's a great fighter.
See, in my opinion, I think Floyd has to give up self. You understand what I'm saying? And
because Fred, you remember when Tank knocked the dude out, and Floyd came in the ring, and he said Tank was gonna fight that Japanese dude. You remember that? The one that he just knocked. No, Floyd. The one that Floyd just knocked out, he said Tank was supposed to fight.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
He said
his last fight.
That Floyd was going to get him off. Then he said Floyd was going to get Tank a whole bunch of fights.
I remember that. He said 4 fights this year, so it looks like it's going to be 3 because it's February, July. Maybe he'll fight again in December. But I think Floyd has to give up self. Once Floyd learns to give up self, I don't know how easy or hard that is for him, but he's traveling the world. I saw he just did a meme today with $2 million. I'm like, Floyd has to be human. The same way that Earl Spence just walks around and hangs out, the same way that Deontay Wilder walks around and hangs out, Floyd is going to have to do that to be a great promoter because at the end of the day, you have to relate to the people who are funding you. You understand? Tank does a good job at relating to the people. He has that quality about him. Floyd Mayweather has that lore about him that you're lucky to see him, let alone touch him, let alone have a conversation with him. So I think once he gets off of that, I don't know how great of a promoter he'll ever will be or will become. It's like Magic Johnson being a basketball coach, you know. It didn't work out too well, you know what I mean? So I don't know how great he can be. Some say I would give him a C- right now in terms of, because you got to be there. You understand what I'm saying? If you're fighting Leonard Ellaby, I would give an A+ to, because he's everywhere. You know, he's everywhere. He's doing his job. You know, he's doing the best that he can. You know what I mean? But in terms of Floyd, he has to be there. Like Mayweather Promotions, right? You have to be there. You got to be present. You know, like maybe one sentence may change the outlook on your fighter's fight because he knows you've gone through it. You know what I mean? So you just never know. Never know.
I understand. He just has, I'm just saying, Floyd, he has so much power and money to make things happen, basically, and he got the connections. He connected with PBC, right? Hello?
I'm listening to you.
Really?
I'm listening to you.
No, I was saying, like, he got the connections, like, he got Leonard, what's his name? Sam Watson and Al Heyman and the PBC. Like, he just got so much connection. He just had so much power to make a lot of things happen.
Real.
And he can take a lot of risk.
Well, you got to be that selfish.
You got a reward.
You got to get out of that selfish phase. You got to get out of. I'm just being real. Like, if he's still posting about money, he's still in love with himself. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you're still,
I do.
If you're still doing the same thing that you were doing at 25, 35, and now he and I are born the same year. So, then, I mean, you got to get out of that phase. You got to transition out to a selfless person at some point, you know. So he has to be selfless to be a great promoter, because it's not about you any longer. It's about the fighter. And I think that I believe in Tank's talent. I think Tank is immensely talented. I think he's God gifted. I think he has that level of vulnerability that will entice people he will lure people in. And he needs that breakout fight. He needs a fighter that's going to challenge him and he wins. And that's going to take him over the top.
Got you. I got you. Yeah, appreciate that you totally right. Like, you're right about that. So, who you got for Sean versus Errol Spence?
Right now, I got Earl. I got that a 70-30 fight. I definitely have that a 70-30 fight. Hopefully, Earl has a great camp. I 100% know Sean will have a great camp. Sean is fighting for his life. Sean has said some words. He called him jealous, which basically says that Earl Spence is inferior to him. You know, when you call a man jealous of him, that means you are superior than him. And he's going to have to back those words up. And I believe he's going to train to back those words up. And I believe Derek James will have Earl Spence prepared. I think Earl Spence is walking in his greatness. And I think that the power and the accuracy of Earl Spence will be the difference in that fight. Sean is going to throw more punches. Sean will definitely throw more punches.
I think? I got Earl too. I'm kind of like half and half. Like, I don't know who to pick, but like right now I'm kind of with Errol Spence. But at the same time, I feel like if Sean Porter was fighting like he did his last fight when he was just fighting on the outside, like he'd definitely lose the fight. But if he fight Errol Spence, like he did keep Thurman, you know what I'm saying? I think Errol will win, but it'll be a major test for Errol too.
Oh, it's a test. Oh, it's definitely a test. Definitely a test. I don't think when people say, "Oh, Earl gonna walk through him," I don't see that. I think Sean is seasoned. Sean knows how to protect himself. Sean is a fighter. Sean is a boxer. You know, so Sean has only been knocked down once. It was a flash. To me, it looked like a flash knockdown. It looked like he just wasn't prepared. He knew he had won 10 or 11 rounds. He was on vacation.
Yeah, he just got laid back.
Got caught. You know what I mean? I don't read into that Adrian Broner knockdown at all. you know. And
no, because I mean, he was dominating the fight, and the craziest thing about it was Sean was outboxing him like he didn't go toe to toe. He didn't pressure him like he was just doing circles around the ring. He was using his ring IQ, and basically he just outboxed him. Like he didn't really fight the way he regularly fights, like when he was fighting Kell Brook, how he was fighting Kell Brook and Paulie Malignaggi.
Facts.
He literally outboxed him, and a lot of people were saying that Adrian Broner is supposed to win that fight because he's the pure boxer, but he really wasn't. Like he was just mushing him. He was hesitant. Like he really didn't do anything that fight. He just got a lucky hit at the last round.
Yeah. Sorry, B Bunny. I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. I thought my arrow was on the show. My bad. Yeah. You're right. You're right, man. And I think that it's gonna be a hellacious fight. It's gonna be a high energy. It's gonna be a thick fight. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be so much emotional congestion in that fight for the fans. You know, Earl's gonna have to make a commitment to that fight. When he steps in that ring, he's gonna have to make a commitment to it. And I think Sean has made that commitment before Earl. So that's why he's in fight mode. He's in seek and destroy mode because he's there already. You know what I mean? Like he's locked in. And I think Earl's the better fighter. Earl is a better boxer, excuse me. And I think
definitely.
And I think that's gonna be the difference in the fight. Earl ain't gonna take him lightly now. I have no doubt. Earl gonna attempt to go in there and try and beat him up bad. For sure.
It's just a thing with me where, like how I said with Sean, because I love Sean. He's like one of my favorite fighters to date. But the thing that kind of sits with me is the way he fought his last fight, where a lot of people were saying he should box more. But if he boxed like that, his last fight, I think he'll like clearly lose the fight. But if he's fighting his regular style, like the way how he came up with and how he fought his how he fought Keith Thurman, Kell Brook, and Paulie Malignaggi, and that's the thing I'm having a hard time with as far as like choosing. Like if it go like that, if you choose that style, it'll be a scary fight. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be a hell of a fight for sure. But like I would just love to see how Earl will adjust to that. I would love to see how he adjusts to that.
For sure.
Because Sean had the bait. Like you can basically say, in my opinion, the way he regularly fights, he basically had debatable fights with top opponents. Like you can honestly say, like he, in my opinion, like I don't know what everybody on the chat's gonna say, but you can honestly say like he can be undefeated.
Who, Sean?
Yeah.
If he has
you can honestly say that
he didn't make no adjustments against Kell Brook. You know,
I felt like Kell Brook was just holding him though.
Yeah, Kell Brook was holding him, but he didn't make adjust. See, if Sean Porter makes an adjustment, he wins that fight. You know, all he had to do was box him with angles. That's all he had to do, man. Box him with angles, and he wins that fight easy. Keith Thurman, Sean Porter. I had Sean Porter winning that fight. 7-5. I had him winning 7-5.
I literally had him winning that fight, and it's like, you know, in order for in order for you to say, like, 'cause I heard, like, I know a lot of people that say Keith Thurman easily beat him, but you really gotta closely watch that fight in order for you to really.
Sean relaxed 2 or 3 times. That changed that fight.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like if he come in with that style against Earl, I would love to see how Earl will match up with that style.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he won't. I'm not saying that he won't do good. I got him winning, but I'm just saying I would just like to see how he. I just like to see that test.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm with it.
Both of them getting tested. Both of them are getting tested in this fight. But I would love to see how Earl will adjust to that style, because that's a hell of a style. And you can basically say arguably Sean is undefeated with that style.
Yeah.
But basically as a fighter, you can arguably say like he's undefeated.
Yeah, arguably.
Because he had close because he had close fights that could have went either way.
Sure.
Even his championship fights.
You're right.
You can really say that. The only thing that I really have, like, the only thing I'm kind of in question about is that if Sean go into the ring fighting how he did against the last fight and how he did against Danny Garcia, and how he did against Danny Garcia, which is he just boxed. And he really used his regular style. Like, that's the style that I'm kind of in question about. Like, if he coming there with that, I think we'll adjust to that.
Yes. Someone in the chat say you can argue that he lost. Oh, and good night, Queen Bee. Have a great night. He also can argue he lost to Danny and Ugas. I rewatched that fight live. Danny Garcia. It looked like Sean Porter won that fight clearly. When I rewatched it's a 50-50 fight. You can pick anybody.
I believe that. I also believe that too. When he was going against Danny Garcia, I was like, why did he fight like that? If he would have fought like he regularly do, he possibly could have got Danny Garcia out of it. If he fought how he regularly fought, he could have possibly got Danny Garcia up out of it. Him outboxing, it made it real close. Even though he beat him, but I'm just saying, like, if he would have used his regular style, the fight would have been easy for Sean, in my opinion.
Maybe Danny's style didn't make that conducive to him. You know what I mean? Like, it's still two fighters in the ring. You know what I mean? So that's the tough part about it. You don't know what he saw in the ring that made him fight in that manner, or that made him decide to fight in that manner.
Because I know, like, before, like, the Sean and Danny fight, they was talking about how, you know, he was a good boxer in the amateurs, like when he was fighting when he fought Danny Jacobs, and, you know, all the middleweights, they were saying how he was a hell of a boxer and he was gonna start boxing more. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, I just feel like if he just uses a regular style, he can cause anybody problems, especially this fight that he got coming up.
It's going to be a hell of a fight, man. It's going to be a hell of an event. It's going to be a hell of a show. I can't wait for them to announce that fight. I can't wait.
Man, I can't wait either, man. I cannot wait either. Oh, what else I was going to say, man? Deontay Wilder, like, I'm just ready for him to fight. You know, I'm definitely ready for him to get that Tyson Fury rematch.
Yeah, we all are.
For real, like, I just wish that Tyson Fury would have took that fight right away after the draw. But he went on ahead and shot that contract with Top Rank. And I like, that's even though it's a lot of money, but at the same time, I felt like he probably could have made that same money in that rematch.
He would have made a lot more money
instead of signing the three fight contract, three fight deal, right? Wasn't it a 3-fight deal with
3 or 5, but they said it's like $100 million, so it had to be a 5-fight.
He could have made that. He could have made that much money with this one fight.
Bob Arum said it's not real. Bob Arum said he don't know where people got those numbers from. So I don't know who's right.
Do we even trust Bob Arum out of all the shit that
he's
doing now? He could have did that same shit way earlier in his prime to fight Floyd. He could have. You rub with all of that, like the same shit he doing right now. He could have did that earlier in his career to fight Floyd. He could have did that. He could have did that same shit. Like, you know, he signed with Al Heyman. Well, he put Al Heyman now in PBC. If you would have made those same moves earlier in his career, he would have got a lot more opportunity. He would have made a lot more money. For sure. It's crazy how you look at things.
Yeah, you're right. Hindsight's always 20/20, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just crazy how you look at things when you look at that situation. How Manny Pacquiao now he was Al Heyman all of a sudden.
Isn't that crazy?
And it's late in his career,
and he's getting most of
it. He's old as hell. He's old as hell, and he's fighting. He's still fighting. And he's fighting these young, and he's trying to fight these top fighters. Not saying that he won't do good against them, because he's still a money fighter. But at the same time, like, he could have did this shit like way in his career. Now all of a sudden he's signing with Al Heyman.
You're right. You're right. And he's benefiting from it. He got his promotional company and everything else. So yeah.
I'm just saying that's crazy. That's just to show you all that shit that was going on in the past with Manny Pacquiao and Bob Arum, and all that shit was just bluff.
Mm-hmm.
I just felt like Manny Pacquiao was on his high horse to the point that he went about things the wrong way, and he went about business the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
so,
you.
Like he definitely, yeah. But yo, I'm still good, right? You about to? Is there another chat or something like that? I want me to talk to the.
I'm about to go to bed. I'm about to go to bed, nigga. That's what I'm about to do. Nigga, it's 2. I'm about to go to bed. I gotta get up and hit this bag in the morning. Nigga, I'm about to go to bed.
Man. It's just, I understand, man. It's just you don't like. I know you say you're gonna start having them a lot more,
for
but
sure.
I just been waiting on this. I just been waiting on the opportunity to talk to you. And
I appreciate you.
So much
I appreciate you.
to talk to you about. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. It's gonna be hundreds of opportunities, nigga. Because I'm in this motherfucker now. I went and bought all the equipment. I didn't go to the Guitar Center 5 times for nothing, nigga. For sure.
I got you, man. I just been waiting on like that time that it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still up. I'm kind of woke right now because you know what I'm saying. It's just so much I just wanted to talk to you about.
I got you. I respect that and thank you. I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, man. You go ahead. Get your rest, man. Like, I just catch you the next live, man. And I appreciate you for letting me join your live, man.
I appreciate you, King. Thank you.
All right, man. You take care, man.
All right. Appreciate you.
Peace.
All right. Peace, King. B Bunny, you funny. I was reading your comment. Nigga, I'm going to bed, y'all. I am. Whew. It's 5, bro. You can been talking to Fred for an hour. I'm dead. Hey, man. Dream J last for who do you think Canelo's next opponent? I think it's gonna be I think his next opponent will be Triple G. I just think they gotta do it. Salute Barbershop Conversations in the chat. Rob, you got in late. I'm about to hang up this motherfucker. Man, I appreciate y'all motherfuckers for rocking with me, man. I think he's gonna fight Triple G. And salute to the LDBC. Obviously, man, it's all love. And I'm gonna come back tomorrow night if I don't go out. Haney Garcia, we're gonna talk about that next time. I ain't about to get on no 10-minute monologue right now. I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. I gotta get up in 4 hours, man. My daughter gonna wake up at 6:30 right now. Gonna wake up at 6:30, and I gotta get her up at 6:30. So and it's no way I can go back to sleep after my daughter wakes up. So, anyways, man, I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And tomorrow, if I don't go out tomorrow night, but for sure Saturday. But if I don't go out tomorrow night, I'll definitely do a live. I don't have nothing planned, so we'll see. I appreciate y'all, man. Good night. Have a great night. Hopefully you guys are safe. Hopefully no one got their fingers blown off. Hopefully you don't get out of your food coma, out of your itis tomorrow, and get to work, get your workout, get your bread, get your money, get in shape, get your girl. Whatever you got to get tomorrow, get it. All right, I'm going, y'all. Peace. Thank you. And thank you guys again, too. We finally did it. I'll holler. Peace.